Hey guys, my name is Brian Couch, and I'm here with Nylyn, and we are going to be talking about how to reach out there beyond your sphere of influence and recruit people into your Plexus Slim business to sell products and recruit distributors from the internet, right? Complete strangers that don't know you, but they see some content that you put out on the internet, and I'm going to show you exactly what that means. And then they come to you. And so for this, we're going to make it real simple and real straightforward. I'm actually going to have them send you messages on Facebook. So follow along with us, pay close attention. And Nylyn's going to exit out of that YouTube video that she has open.
And so for this, we're going to make it real simple and real straightforward. I'm actually going to have them send you messages.
You have that tab open.
Is
it my tab?
Yeah, it's your tab.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. I didn't know if that was me or not. Gotcha.
It was. It is. Done. All right, cool. So yeah, she had this exact streaming live. We're using Google Hangouts on Air, so it is now streaming live on YouTube. And then when we're done, which is probably where you're watching this at, it becomes a full-on video that's on YouTube forever for thousands and hundreds of thousands of people to see over the next, I don't know, however long YouTube's in business, right? Pretty cool technology that we have. You know, the ability to put a message out there on the internet and people to see it over and over and over and over again. But Nylyn and I only have to make the message one time, right? That's the power of the internet, and that actually demonstrates exactly what we're doing, which is bringing that power to the network marketing arena, right? This is something that most old school network marketing companies don't teach. They kind of just say, hey, you know, leverage your personal relationships to sell stuff to your friends and recruit them in. And you say, hey, you know, I ran out of people. They're like, well, did you really? Look at your phone book. Do you have more people? That's typically, or at least that was my experience, you know, when I was in an old school network marketing company. And that works great for baby boomers, but not for me. So, and I'm actually in my dad's office. He's a baby boomer, and that's how he started growing his business. And he's the one that got me in, right? Anyway, all right. So the way that we're going to go about doing that is through blogging and content creation. Now, why is that? Well, because that's the strategy that's worked for the last 20 years on the internet. Are there other strategies that work? Absolutely. You know, for instance, I get several people, like 1 to 3 people a day, joining my business, buying my products from Instagram, right? I bring them in from Instagram. I think that might be how we met, right, Nylyn?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So that works great too. But I'm not going to be talking about that because that can get a little bit. Never mind. Doesn't matter. That's not what today's topic is about. Today is about creating content on the internet. So when somebody has a problem, like let's say they want to lose weight, they'll go to Google and they'll search for how to lose weight. And there's hundreds of thousands of people that search for that every single month. Now, you have a way that you could help them out, right, Nylyn?
Yep, sure do. It's called
Well,
Plexus.
there you go. So if somebody came to you on Facebook and was like, hey, I saw what you had on your blog, or, you know, I saw your video, and I was just kind of curious about losing weight. Are you still, can you help me out with that? You'd be able to direct that person on Facebook exactly what to do.
Yep, sure would.
And you can turn that into money in your pocket and sell them something that helps you and helps them. That's what I call a win-win situation, right? So I'm going to cover that, and then I'm also going to cover branding it yourself, and then if we have a little bit of time, two more things. So first and foremost, the first part is it all stems from what's called keyword research. And what keyword research is that's knowing what are people going to the internet to find. You know, what are people actually going to Google and typing in that little search bar and hit enter? That's what's called a keyword, right? When somebody goes to Google, they type something, some kind of phrase or word or whatever in that search bar, and they hit enter, like how to lose weight, or like they search, you know, is Plexus a scam, right? Or does Plexus work, or something like that, right? Can I make money with Plexus? Work from home, stay-at-home mom. These are things that people search for on the internet. Okay, when you do keyword research first, right, when you start from there, you're not starting with, you know, who do I know and how can I get them to listen to a sales presentation? You're starting with who is out there looking for what I'm selling, and then how do I get this in front of them in a way to where it makes sense to them, and I know that they can afford it and they want it, and then they decide to buy it, right? It's a little bit different of a starting point. It takes a slightly bit more work and knowledge, but by the end of this video, you'll understand all of that, all right? So I'm going to show my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show you the easy way, and I'm going to show you the manual way, right? This is like you need to understand how to you need to know what 5 times 4 is, right? But in reality, you also have just a calculator. So if you don't know what it is, you can still figure it out. So I'm going to show you both ways. And here's my screen. Can you see my screen, Nylyn?
Yep, sure can.
All right, cool. So this is Google AdWords Keyword Planner. And what that means is when you search for something on Google, there's a little ad on the side, and this is the tool that they use. Google just tells you how many people are searching for things like Plexus Slim, how to lose weight, work from home, make money, I don't know, online. So there's a couple of them. I'm just going to search for those. Targeting all locations, all languages from Google only. What else is there? Google and search partners. Interesting. I'm going to check out these keyword ideas. Now here's a bunch of data. Don't let this overwhelm you. It's going to make sense. It's pretty straightforward. There's a bunch of stuff on here that you will never need to know because you're not going to run ads on Google AdWords because they hate network marketing. They don't even like you selling their product. Not the opportunity, not the dream, just the product. They don't even like that. So while this is loading, well, here we go. So there's 500,000 people a month that search for how to lose weight. There's 368,000 people that search for Plexus. There's 135,000 people that search for Plexus Slim, right? Another 165,000 people that search for work from home. How often do they search it? This is monthly. You can see that, in February 2015, the time of making, or a year before making it, this video, right, where this is February 22nd, 2016, 450,000, 550,000, here's a max at 673,000. People really weren't caring about losing weight that much in September and October, but then they started up again in November and December, right? So what does that mean? That means that, this is the kind of information. If you're writing about how to lose weight, then you can create some stuff. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Oh. All right, I saw it switch to your screen, I guess, because of some noise or something that happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no worries. All right, cool. Here's some more people that want to lose weight fast. How to lose weight fast? 301 people, right? A lot of people want to know this stuff. The best way to lose weight. You guys might know the best way to lose weight. This one's really variable for whatever reason. So anyway, what does this mean? It means that tons and tons of people are searching. They're going to their phone. They're going to their computer, and they're looking for a solution to a problem that they have. They're actively looking for the solution. When they find the solution, a percentage of them are willing to spend money to solve their problem. They're going to spend money, and they're going to solve their problem. If you're the person who solves it for them, they're going to spend money with you. That's the breakthrough that I had a long time ago, and that's completely freed up my life, right? Where I used to work in a cubicle. I had my little Dilbert job, working 9 to 5, and I found these things out. And May 31st, 2013, when I got laid off, I was making $4 or $5 grand a month in my business, 100% because I learned how to recruit strangers, right? I could make a little bit of money with my friends, but not kind of that breakthrough income, right? I didn't have my first, 5-figure month until I really started doing this stuff for a little bit over a year, okay? But now it's really, really consistent. When the company goes up or goes down, or when, things change, it doesn't matter to me because there's still people on the internet that are looking for this stuff. It's easy, to set up a way to help them out. Now, this can get kind of complicated, okay? To do all this stuff, and I don't want you to set this up. I just wanted you to see what it is. But the easy way is you go to this website called Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Go ahead and write that down, Fiverr.com. If you search here for keyword research, you can find a bunch of people that will do all this research for you for $5. I will do your keyword research and competitor research for $5. Over 1,000 people gave them 5 circles, whatever that means, right? All these people have, here, this one's only got 4.5, 53 people, right? Still good, though. And they'll do long tail keyword research. I don't know why a couple of people gave them a 4-star instead of a 5, but this guy, 152. Keyword research in 24 hours. 24 hours from now, you can have keyword research. So what is that? You buy that, you pay $5. I think it actually comes out to $5.50. There's some kind of tax on top of it or something. I don't know what that's about. You pay the $5 and you tell them Plexus Slim, weight loss, stay-at-home mom, whatever. You give them some niches, some topics, and they'll do the keyword research for you. They're going to come back with a list like this. Excuse me. You're going to ignore almost all of the information they give you, except for you're going to see, all right, how many people are looking for it? Is it worth going for? And then when you find out it's worth going for, then you know this is a keyword that I want to blog about. So I'm going to switch this real quickly back over to me. And Nylyn, I would like you to share your face.
My face?
Share your screen. Share your face with everyone.
Yes. Okay, my screen.
Share your face. Yeah.
Okay, just a second.
All right. Wait, how long have you been in Plexus?
I have been in Plexus for a little over a month.
Awesome. And what's been your experience so far?
Kind of the typical what you've pretty much already hit on, you know, the talk to friends and family.
Yeah.
They're
kind of a little bit of money,
but you know. I'm sorry.
I talked over you. There was a little bit of a lag between us. Sorry about that. What did you say?
No, I was saying, you know, the whole, like, you know, talk to friends and family, you know, they're kind of interested, but, you know, they're not quite there yet type of thing. You know, so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that entirely. That was something that kind of, you know, when I first saw this, I was like, I'm going to be rich. This is the greatest thing ever. Why wouldn't everybody do this? How long has this existed? You know, why haven't I heard about this before? Then I was like, oh wait, I have heard people talk about pyramid things or whatever before. Okay. I don't understand. Why doesn't people love this? And then I get into it and I start doing it and I'm like, oh, this is a little bit harder than it was painted out to me in the presentation. You know, when I bought it, got a little bit more difficult than that. But at the same time, I met way too many people making way too much money, but more importantly, having a really, really good lifestyle, right? Having a lifestyle that on their terms. And then when I got into the internet realm, it was like even crazier. You know, like I met a guy who are you sharing your screen? Figuring that out still?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was shared. Huh.
Met a guy who actually did this crazy launch, and he's been marketing on the internet for probably close to 8 years or something. And he did it was like $710,000 in his first 28 days. Right? I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is crazy shit. But anyway, income disclaimer, you know, because that guy made a weird amount of money in a tiny amount of time does not mean that you're going to make any, but it's what's possible, right? So here you are in your back office. This is the back office of the Kalatu blog. Below this video, there's a link to buy your own Kalatu blog. You can buy one just like this. Are there free blogs out there? Yes. There's WordPress.com and there's Blogger. But the problem with those sites is that you can't sell anything on them. It's in their terms and conditions. I've had several friends, you know, have their websites up. As soon as they start getting some traffic, they put in a ton of work, you know, they have this huge blog. They start rocking and rolling, you know, 500,000 people a day, and WordPress shuts them down because they're selling things on their blog. You know, you can't sell things on those free blog sites. Plus, they'll also put ads on your blog that your competitors are paying for. So your competitors, and you know, and because it's on your blog, it looks like you're sponsoring them, like you're endorsing these people who are really just your competitors. So here's the back office of the Kalatu blog. It is $25 a month. If you refer 3 people to it, you no longer have to pay that. There's also a premium version of it. It looks like Nylyn has upgraded to the premium version of the blog. That is $100 a month. Same thing goes. You get 3 people who decide to buy this from you, from your referral link, and you no longer have to pay it. Okay, cool. So we're looking at this. Now, the first thing I want you to know is that, you know, you see that yours at bloggingnetworkonline.com. If you scroll down and look over on the left side, scroll down a little further, boom, right there at the very bottom, domain mapping. That last one on that left bar. You don't have to click it, but all right, well, you clicked it. That's fine. Domain mapping. This is how you can create your own. So my blog is at briancouch.com, and you can create the same one. So if you buy that one, what was it, truehealthandwealth.com or something like that?
Somewhere along those lines. I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm not going to say.
All right, there you go. Cool. So whatever you decide to buy, there is that click here for domain mapping tutorials video link, and that teaches you, you know, I think there's like 4 main domain name providers that you can buy from, and that'll teach you how to do it, right? Whether it's GoDaddy, Register.com, Bluehost, or Namecheap. So buy your domain from one of those, and that'll show you exactly how to do it. Otherwise, you may have to like talk to, if you buy one of those random weird ones, you may have to talk to support and maybe they can help you out. So yeah, that's how you can get it to be your own thing. What's the importance of that? It's, it makes it a little shorter. bloggingnetworkonline.com/truehealthandwealth is a bit long when you're telling people to go to it. But, for me, I just say, yeah, go to briancouch.com, makes it a lot easier. All right. So now I want you to real quick go up to the top where it says new, at that header bar that says new.
Okay.
And then you have a post. Yeah, so you can add all those things. Testimony, slipstream message. Testimonial is really, really cool. That's one where you can get like a bunch of people that made money with the opportunity, or a bunch of people that lost a certain amount of weight, or somebody who has some kind of testimonial, and you can interview them, or you can, ask them little things. And when you put that in there, it looks really, really good. That would be a good one to do at some point. But right now I'm just going to go to a normal post. There's a difference between a post and a page. Those are the main things that you do on a blog. A page is something that's going to be there and never going to change. Like, maybe you have an offer and some prices on it or something, and you put it on and you're going to want to have it like at your banner at the top on the, on the link bar. But a post is something brand new, and it's something that you put out there every day. So let's say you write a post and you want to target the keyword that you found from the keywords, like how to lose weight fast. Okay, so you would want to put that keyword in the title, how to lose weight fast, and keep it off, right? What's another benefit of losing weight with Plexus products?
Well, there's more than just the weight loss, but first of all, you're doing it more naturally and healthily than a lot of the weight loss products.
Okay. So get rid of all that right there, or get rid of the how to lose weight fast, naturally. And healthily, naturally, and healthily, or something. I would not put commas in your title.
Okay.
Healthily, is that a word? I think that's a word.
It is. I'm just trying to spell it right now. Healthily. That's it.
All right, cool. Yeah, how to lose weight fast, or you can actually say how to lose weight fast naturally, like W/O, like without. Without, harming your body.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Something like that, maybe, to make it a little bit, or without, hurting yourself, or without dangerous drugs. How to lose weight fast naturally without drugs.
Naturally and safely.
And safely. All right, there you go. So I was trying to frame it in the opposite of the negative, because sometimes people will. Well, I mean but that's good. That's good. Sometimes people will act faster on something that is like, are you more likely, if I was like, hey, you better do this, or you're about to lose $1,000, like you're about to lose $1,000, versus like, hey, if you don't do this, hey, if you go do this, you'll make $1,000. For the most part, if you did that study or whatever, even though it's the exact same net gain or loss or whatever to people, people are more likely to stop themselves from losing than they are from pursuit of gain. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
People are more motivated by pain than they are by pursuit of pleasure, if that makes sense. Anyway, whatever. So then you write this blog post, and right there in that middle there, you have text and you have visual. It looks like you're in text. If you go click on the visual tab up in the top right, that's the one that you don't need to know HTML to do. And it looks like Microsoft Word. Real simple, right? So you just write that up, and what you want to do is make sure that and this is important, use that keyword again in your first sentence. So I'd write like, a month ago I was looking for how to lose weight fast and naturally, and I was tired of, seeing all the stuff about using these dangerous drugs or, cyclical fad diets, the stuff that you'd lose the weight for a bit and then it would just come right back the next week, or that I was actually damaging my long-term health, to try to be prettier. When I came across something, that could actually lose weight fast and naturally, and it was actually good for me, something like that would be it. So that was just a random example of me just kind of rambling. But you'll notice that I use the keyword in the first sentence. Okay. After that, you just want to talk about it. I would go right in to tell some stories. You were looking for a way and you found it. And this is what you found, and tell a story of somebody who, did it, somebody whose testimony was close to you, something like that. If you could put up pictures of their transformation or whatever, all that would be good. Now you mentioned there's other products that you would want to sell, maybe other products that are more important to you.
Yeah, there's lots of different products for lots of different conditions and maintain different.
What's your favorite?
Systems. My favorite, I think the X Factor is pretty cool. It's like a super multivitamin.
Okay.
Yeah,
you like the multivitamin side of things.
Well, it helps. It helps absorb all of the vitamins better than a lot of the other products out there in the market.
Okay, so that's a nice benefit. So if you were to do some keyword research on vitamins, you would find the kind of things that people are looking for with vitamins, and you could write blog posts about those things. And you could talk about the negatives, or you could talk about how like some vitamins are, I don't know, they're just like a pill that your body can't really absorb, and it just gets lodged in your stomach, and it just looks like this big chalk thing. And it's kind of a, you think that you're being healthy and happy taking these vitamins, but really, you're just pooping them out. And that's not working. So when you started taking this X Factor, I found out that it's actually absorbing, and I could feel the difference. I could really feel the vitamins that I was taking. Like, oh, this is what vitamins are supposed to do. You're supposed to feel them. And now I feel better. If you want these same kind of X Factor vitamins that I'm talking about, maybe you can leave the name out of it and be a little bit more vague, so they don't just go Google it and join someone else. Or maybe you can leave it in there. You can kind of test that on different blog posts. But I'd give them a call to action to come add you on Facebook, right? And then let's say you make a little post on Facebook about some testimonial. You see that little Facebook button up in the top right? There's a little Facebook icon. There's also a Twitter one. But if you click on that right there, embed Facebook post, you can actually embed a testimony of somebody else's URL to public post. So open up Facebook real quick in a new tab.
Okay, I had it open. Where'd I put it?
And I just want to show you where to grab it at, so that's easy.
Here it is. My Facebook. All right, so I'm at Facebook, and what do you want me to do?
Just go to the timeline real quick. And let's say that you wanted to grab that very first post. Probably not the one that you want to grab. It has nothing to do with your post, but let's pretend that it did. You see where it says 3 hours? That's actually a link. At the top, right underneath Yessie's name.
Oh, okay. That's a link. I never knew that.
Yeah, most people don't. So if you right-click on that and copy that URL, there's the link. Okay, now copy the URL. And go back to the blog. And paste it in there. Click OK. 550 is good. If you may want to check the actual width of your specific blog, but that'll work for now. And that right there will now pop up, and it'll say, a month ago I was looking for a way to lose weight fast and naturally. And then right below it, you'll have the embedded Facebook post. So I would really just tell like a quick story and then show somebody's, transformation picture on Facebook, that sort of thing, right? So now you have embedded in it the actual Facebook thing that everybody was talking about, and it's right there. Another one is if you posted something on Facebook and you had a lot of engagement on it, you could put it on your blog this way, and then people could see that sort of thing, and it would naturally send more people towards your online presence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then that kind of sends them to your Facebook after that too, right? Because
yeah, sends them to your Facebook just like that, So what would work better is instead of grabbing her post, if you shared her post and then you embedded your share of her post. Is it right?
Yeah.
So then it still has your it has your Facebook on there. You're not just shoving everyone to her.
Yes.
All right, cool. For those of you guys looking at this, on the left side there, you see one thing called 7-minute blog hacks. You don't need to click on it, Nylyn. But if you point to it there, on the left there, it says 7-minute blog hacks. Those right there, you got your 7-minute blog hacks, your blog hacks, your traffic hacks, sales hacks, media hacks. Those are little 7-minute videos where you can go through them and you can apply them in your own time, one at a time. And every one, you're going to get more sales, you're going to get more traffic, you're going to have a better looking blog, a better working blog, those types of things. Those are really, really good stuff. Power punch, little 7-minute training that are actionable, that you can go through and apply right away and see a difference. And so over time, I don't want you to think of this as like I'm going to write one blog post on how to lose weight, and immediately I'm going to have 136,000 people a month coming in there buying Plexus for me. It's not going to work that way, okay? The more blog posts you write, the more traffic you're going to get. The more the traffic enjoys your blog, right, actually gets value from it, shares it, comments it, engages with it, stays on the page for a long time, right? Because Google actually knows if they click your blog link and then it's just crap and they leave immediately and then they click the one below it, Google's like, all right, well, obviously this one's not a good link. So let's shove her to the bottom of the list, you know, to the second page that almost no one ever goes to, and we'll put the other person above it. So you want to have a good quality blog post that people like, okay? And that 7-minute blog hacks will help you do that. But that is something available for the premium users. All right, so then that's that. You know how to map it. Now you know the keyword research. You know how to get the shorter one. Show your blog real quick. If you go to that home button right above the add new post, it shows True Health and Wealth with a little home next to it. Click on that. Visit site.
Now, I haven't really done anything to personalize this yet.
Yep. This is now hold on a second. This is the default theme, and the default theme has an Empower Network webinar on the front page. So this is what's called a capture page on your front page of your blog. If you scroll down, and I don't want you to click it, but if you scroll down real quick, you'll see that this says, you know, the 3-step. Oh wait, go back up. Sorry. The 3-step process. A little higher. I've used to capture 1,784,838 leads and generate $185 million in commissions. Free bonus is the automated selling system I use to achieve these results. He's going to show you the brand new approach to making money that is turning beginners into 6-figure earners fast. The Black Book method to capturing 1.7 leads and earning $185 million in affiliate commissions. How to place yourself in the eye of $1 billion storm and potentially profit from it. That right there, yes, Dave, teach me to grow my business. Click on that button real quick. That goes to a webinar that has, this is a capture page, right? So first they get the name, the email, and the phone number, and they register. Well, if somebody responds to that and I call them, it'd be pretty easy to sell them Empower Network because I know their interest, especially after they watch that webinar. They may even buy something right away. If they buy from that, that actually sells a $997 package. And we pay out 70% commissions in Empower Network. So that can be, you know, a nice chunk of change that happens automatically from someone showing up there. So scroll down a little bit. Since you're not selling Empower Network on this blog, click that X. You may want to change your theme to something else. Now, in the bottom right, it says blog all the way down. And then in the bottom right, it says blog. And scroll down a bit more. From $100 in their checking account to over $500,000 in 24 months. So there it is. This is where it all begins. That right there. Click on that.
That's my first blog. I tried out.
There it is. All right. Awesome, awesome. So over there on the right side, that's called that's a capture page, or that's a capture form right there. And that is actually telling my friend Melissa and Kevin Connect's story about how they made $500 grand in the last 24 months from only having $100 in their checking account. You know, scroll down a little bit more. There's another button. There's another picture there that says about David Wood. Now, all of this stuff is customizable. That right there. Dave taught me how to make money without using my assets for tips. That's funny because she was a Hooters waitress. So that is all customizable. You can change those to the same images. And if you go to Fiverr and you search for, you know, blog header or blog, you know, or ad, image ad image or stuff like that, you search for that on Fiverr, you can get images that look just as good as these images that then promote you, right? That they promote, like maybe you have a testimony of, you know, that you used to feel really terrible and you start using the X Factor and you feel great now. You know, or maybe you have a friend that has a testimony of some money they made in Plexus, or you have a friend that has a testimony of some weight that they lost or something, and a sweet little testimony picture before and after. You can have the exact same image that then goes to maybe a video or whatever, or a blog post that you have on your blog with a video on it, and below that has a call to action for them to add you on Facebook. You know, or since you have Kalatu Premium, you have a thing called InstaBuilder. In an InstaBuilder, you can build capture pages and whole sales funnels, and you got everything you need for all that. So, excuse me, that is all that right there. I just want to show you that when you change your theme, Some of those other themes will have a blog header, and you'll have some more widgets over on the side that you can have buttons put on there. And the buttons will just be there on all your blog posts. So as you're blogging and you're sharing, beautiful blog posts and interesting content on your Facebook wall, and then people are starting to find it from Google, you're starting to get traffic. People are engaging, they're commenting, they're clicking on those buttons at the top, share this post and help spread the love because they want to, because it's good content that they want to share with their followers. When you start doing that a bunch, people are going to see these little things on the right side. They see this blurred out image, of this couple who made 500 million, or almost $1 million, $500,000 in 2 years, and they want to click on it, right? Well, you switch it over to your image, and they'll want to click on that. That's the kind of stuff that you can do. And so as you get more traffic, you find different ways to capture that traffic, right? Saying who is most interested. And of the people that are most interested, the one who demonstrate it with their clicking, that they're the most interested, you make them jump through a few hoops. You gather their capture information, like their email address, and you start building a list. Just like they say, build a list in your friends and family. This is how you build a list of people that are interested in buying from you. Does that make sense, Nylyn?
Absolutely. That's why I'm in it.
Pretty exciting stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. So that is all that. Now I want to show you some bonuses for people that decide to join. You already have access to these. If you go to Facebook real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot you a link, and I want you to click on it. That is, you're already in that group, but that is our team group. And in our team group,
wait.
Did I not send it?
Oh yeah, it wasn't all the way down. I got it.
All right, cool. So in our team group, you have access to some bonuses. And so everybody watching this, below this video, there's a link. That's going to go to a place where you can buy the blog for 25 bucks. That's the basic blog. You can try that out, and you'll get access to all these bonuses right there at the top. 8FM table of contents. Start here. Click on that see more option. But every 9 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a hangout, and we also have recordings of all of them. Scroll down a little further. You'll have to, once you join, Nylyn can add you in here. She'll have to add you to the sponsor check, which is right at the top. It says sponsor check. There's a Google Doc. Then we have social proof. So scroll down a little bit more. There's some how-tos. There's a little question and answer spot where you can ask questions if you have any questions. Then we have classes. We have an Instagram group. I ran a class with 115 people in it, and it was like a 3-week-long class. We had 87 or 86 people, maybe 83, I don't remember, graduate the class. Tons and tons of testimonies. They generate their first lead. People started generating their first sale online for that Instagram class. Several of my top students started generating 10 and 20 leads every day. 10 and 20 people every day saying, hey, here's my email address. Tell me more information because I'm interested in buying this. All right. Periscope. Periscope's a real big one. Team blog, just some really, really good content that you can share. And all of the links that sell stuff go back to sell your Empower Network stuff if you're an affiliate of Empower Network. Story bumping. My friend Kat, she did $25,000 last month, all through Facebook story bumping. Have you ever been scrolling through the newsfeed, Nylyn, and saw like an old post? Like a post from a few months ago or even like a year ago pop up in your newsfeed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Kat uses that to her advantage. She calls it story bumping. And she did 25 grand last month from exactly that. Scroll down a little bit further. Some Instagram hashtags for if you're doing the Instagram stuff, how to leverage those hashtags. Blog, right now I want you to open up in a new tab, blog and video keyword research. So if you like the keyword research stuff and you don't want to spend $5 and wait 24 hours, this can teach you exactly how to do it. You actually don't have to open that one. Ignore that one for a second. Graphics and videos for team use, the Twitter hustle, and the one above it, YouTube SEO training. That's the one that I want you to click on. Okay. This is the one that's really going to take everything that I just taught you and put it on steroids. You can just click it, open it up.
Okay. I was going to do it in a tab.
That's fine. So right there's 6 videos. And this is an internal bonus only put together by my buddy Mike Marco. He was going to sell this for $297, but he's giving it away for free for everyone that decides to join Empower Network at the basic level. Join the team. So if you click on that, you'll have access to that link, and then that's going to take you to everything that you need. It's going to cover the entire basics. And stop sharing your screen real quick. Come back to me. What that's going to do is that's going to teach you how to set up to where there's a YouTube video and your blog. And your YouTube video gets traffic from the internet, and your blog gets traffic from the internet, and they're interlinked in a special way to where both of them get more traffic, right? Both of them get more traffic. So he teaches exactly how to do that. It's really, really cool. You can actually use this video and kind of interlink the two. Maybe you can put this video on your blog with a button down below that people can click on to get started and buy their own blog, right? So where they can start blogging about their business.
You can get into this Facebook group and get access to all of this with the basic blog?
Basic blog, just buy the basic blog. If they buy it from you or they buy it from me, if they click on the link right now and buy it, reach out to Nylyn or I on Facebook, and we'll add you to that group.
Okay, so the basic blog, $25 a month, gives you access to that too. Because I have the premium, so I wasn't sure if the basic one did too.
Yeah, no, the premium definitely does. The premium is just you get all that extra training. There's also live Q&As every week. I don't know if you saw that, but on the premium you get live question and answers. You have questions, you can just go up there and they teach something and then they answer questions. So you may get a lot of benefit from that. And then at our events, for people that have premium, there's a special training at every one of our events. So every 3 months in person, you know, they bring in some blogging badass, some big guru, and they do a special training. The last one they had a guy named, Neil Patel is his name. And he was actually consulted by TechCrunch and Facebook on their strategies. You know, he gets over 80,000 unique visitors onto his blog every single month. 80,000 unique visitors, like brand new people every month. And that's just one of his properties, right? He's got several internet properties. Guy's multimillionaire, all from blogging. And so we brought him in, and he taught a bunch of really, really, really cool stuff. But that's stuff that only premium members get. So guys, if you want the basic member, you can buy it. You can buy it for $25 right now. Below the video, I want you to click on that link, put your normal details in that form, and kind of get started. You know, the longer you wait on this stuff, the longer you're going to be putting off your learning curve. Because, you know, while you can put out your first blog post, share it on Facebook, and actually make money right away, that's not typical, right? That's probably not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to start your process of learning. You're going to start blogging. And even though if you've never blogged before ever, like 99% of the people that decide to buy this, you've never blogged before ever, you can kind of learn. It's not a really difficult skill. You know, you'll notice that Nylyn's first blog post was just kind of one paragraph, right? There wasn't really any space. There wasn't a video in there. There wasn't pictures in there. She didn't have it really broken up. She didn't learn a lot of the skills that she's going to be learning as she blogs more, but that's totally fine, right? My first blog post was about Thanksgiving turkeys, and it was really dumb, and it was pretty much exactly what you can find on Wikipedia about Thanksgiving turkey. But for whatever reason, I was like, oh, Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm going to get so much traffic, you know, and so I blogged about this Thanksgiving turkey, and I almost just copied the Wikipedia page word for word. You know, I changed it just barely. I'm not sure that anybody's ever read that blog post, but that was my first one. Absolutely dumb. But since then I've learned, and I've actually gotten to the point where I've had 2,300 people in a single day visit my blog. Imagine 2,300 people. You can't talk to 2,300 people in a day and tell them about your business, right? But while I wasn't working, right, while I was doing something else entirely, 2,300 people went to my blog, read the words that I wrote, and a lot of words that I paid people to write, right? Because that's actually something I started doing. I would make a video and I'd send it to somebody else, and they would turn it into a blog post and publish it for me, called outsourcing. That's something that we teach in our $500 one-time product. But anyway, 2,300 people a day would see that. So I don't want to make this any longer, guys. Below the video, there's a link. I want you to click on it, put in your normal details, buy the blog, get with Nylyn, get with me, get with however you know, whoever you joined in this. And start blogging, right? Start creating little flyers that are going to go out there on the world that are never going to be taken down. Like the flyers that my dad has in the back of his office here behind. There's one right there talking about the, what is that? The BBB? Yeah, the BBB thing, right? Little flyers that are out there on the internet promoting your business that nobody ever takes down, are literally going to be out there forever. You know, it's kind of funny, Nylyn. I actually got a sale, and it was an Empower Network sale. So it was actually a high ticket one. There was over a $3,000 commission to me from a blog post that I wrote over 2.5 years ago. Now you can see our income disclaimer, making $3,000 in a day from a 2.5-year-old blog post is not average. It's not typical. Most people don't do it because most people don't blog. And you can see our average income disclaimer at empowernetwork.com/income. But guys, this is really, really powerful skill. I want you to focus on it. I want you to learn it. I want you to click on the link below and buy it. All right? Have a great day. Talk to y'all soon. Welcome to the team.